I was raised to think that Christianity was about the stuff Jesus talked about: helping the less fortunate, prioritizing the marginalized, servant leadership, humility, washing the feet of your own followers, going to the margins to help the less fortunate, and of course, the more direct stuff Jesus commands, like Matthew 25, when he says individuals and nations are going to be judged, heaven or hell, by 4 criteria: how they care for the poor, care for the sick, welcome the stranger, and are kind to those in prison. You know, the values of Jesus. And so millions of people, Lee, I think, grew up in a Christianity where they thought that's what the religion was about. This anti-death penalty guy hanging out in the poor neighborhoods of Galilee, warning us about the people who pray in public to be seen, opposing the death penalty even though it was legal, overturning so many of the conservative laws of his own religion, because love's more important than dogma, the whole message of Jesus. And yet, for the past 45 years, it seems like this whole movement's been hijacked, and they did it based on abortion. They got, for 2 generations now, since 1980, they found a way, post-segregation, post-Nixon crashing and burning, they found a way to get the followers of Jesus to vote against everything Jesus ever talked about by talking about abortion, which Jesus never talked about. That and some homophobia, and you've had at least 2 generations of Christians raised to prioritize stuff Jesus never mentioned while actively voting and legislating against his direct commandments, and these days calling them woke. So I got tired of seeing my parents' religion used as a cloaking device for meanness and cruelty. They say the largest growing religious group in this country are Mormons. Some say it's Islam or none of the aboves. But I think the largest growing group, Lee, is people who were raised religious and now consider themselves spiritual because they're turned off to all the hypocrisy and cruelty of so much of organized religion. But there's always the true Jesus followers, and through the entire history of Christianity, and we can talk about it, from the time Rome took over and authoritarian Christianity began doing the exact opposite of what Jesus commands, for Jesus, there's always been actual Jesus followers who have resisted authoritarian Christianity every step of the way. And those are the ones we admire.